quarterback's got it. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. This play from the pistol formation. There's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Sturdivant. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
A new set of downs after that completion. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To throw, it's Lagway. Short throw complete to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Important second down play coming up. And now the running back's got it again. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Touchdown, Gators, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Play comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Handoff in a single back formation. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. And the tailback's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Carr. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
See if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking for a man. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, he dropped it! Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. That gain moves the ball to the 17. 1st down.
Big conversion there on 3rd down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
And the Gators pick up enough for a 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's running out of time here. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hawkins. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
The Gators line it up with first and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Defense makes the recovery. Over.
Well, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Gets made on the out route. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
That completion makes it second and medium. Keeping it on the ground here. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's low. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on a third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On first and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Football comes out, and the defense comes up with the football.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. They'll run it here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air. It's Lagway. Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Quick throw to his receiver. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Great patience here by the quarterback on his angle route. I think the linebackers had great depth. It looked like an easy completion. Unfortunately, the running back just drops the football and misses out on a big gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
5 finds his man. It's Pauling. When a timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To the air. It's Carr. Makes the grab. It's Pauling. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Notre Dame needing to convert this fourth down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Fourth down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now. So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The distance will be from 36 yards away. So on fourth down, they won't go for it. Out comes the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points before halftime. The distance will be from 36 yards away. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They get the second half started with a running play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Gators will send their punt team onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
Fighting Irish will take over. First and 10.
And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. On the run, it's Love. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And then first down, right back to the running game. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back, it's Carr. Contact as he threw it. He's got it near the end zone. Bring it down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, you don't normally expect a corner to make a tackle like this, but he saves a touchdown. What a play by the young corner.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Touchdown, Irish, to put them on top now.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Automatic in the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They get it down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Pass complete. It's second down now. He's looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Daniels. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
The quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
The returner brought down by the coverage team. Comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
For the sack on first down, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
The Gators offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the wideout. He's got his man wide open. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down, we're going to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Coming up on 2nd down and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And he's in. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, the timing and the execution is outstanding here by this offense. Quarterback makes the easy throw, but the blocks out in front of this receiver were the key to get him out into space and allow him to utilize that speed.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Took contact on the throw.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Looking deep to the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Choosing to return the punt. When he's got some space here. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. And he makes the grab inside the 10. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
How about that? The receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Second down and goal. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Zero hesitation that time. We just got it, put it out to the right flat. Unfortunately, it falls incomplete.
That big play to start the drive. They got close, but now it's 3rd and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to scramble. Looking for a red zone touchdown
chance to put points up on the board, you can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Knocks that one right down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And he'll leave the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, it's play action. On the move now. Escapes the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He leads a tackle. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Here's the throw, deep downfield. Pass caught, can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. But when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a returner being brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Sturdivant. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. And there's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Back to throw. It's Carr. It's reeled in. It's Pollard. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here's the second down play. The quick throw out left, complete. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Moves out of the pocket, looking for the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it's good, right down the middle. With a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Lagway. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Comes down to this in this playoff game, fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Defense is coming after him. That's caught. It's Wilson.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, what a grab! They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Scanning the field. It's Lagway. The sure hands. It's Hawkins. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. With the catch, it's Daniels. And he shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Interesting scenario here, Chris. Down by 3. A field goal obviously ties it here in the last few seconds. But do they take a chance? Do they potentially throw the ball into the end zone to try to go for the win? I think I'd kick it.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And that one's straight down the middle. And the game is now tied. And the Gators will have 1st and 10 here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, he makes the catch! They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And here's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
So here we go, 3rd and medium. This defense trying to get a stop here and force an overtime field goal attempt. Caught near the goal line. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
So here we go. The offense has 1st and goal here in overtime. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the 1st down.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Design quarterback run. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT puts them in front by 7.
Florida, 34. Notre Dame, 27.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal. They have to punch it in here to keep this game going. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. It's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going 2nd when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the 2-point conversion to try to win this game right now. And he's in there. They gamble and get it to win the game. What a call. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.